everyone, it's Kelly Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness Studio, and I want to wish you a happy new year. I can't believe it's 2026. It's really wild. To me, this year just went by so quickly, and I don't know if that's how it feels for you, or if you're already into, it's January 5th, you are already probably into, new year, new changes, new goals. But I want to encourage you to allow yourself to connect with your body, to come into that natural space of pause. When we breathe, we inhale and we pause, and then we exhale, and there's a natural pause. Most of us might not even notice that or feel that. When we practice breathing, sometimes we're like, or even when we do it in a way that we're meant to calm or, relax, we will, and right, just this constant going. And I want to invite you to notice that pause. It might be small, it might be subtle, but can you expand on that? Can you encourage yourself to be in the pause and really pay attention to how we begin from a pause? Don't allow yourself to go, 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 and then think that you're gonna go, 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 go even more, right? Like, we end the year usually in chaos, in constant speed and going and celebration and, a lot of stress. And then to just jump right back in thinking, new year, I'm gonna jump back in and go for it and make all these changes. That is great if you have that energy and those goals. But we have a whole year to come. So how do we pace? How do we allow ourselves to really pause and reflect and to notice the way to begin? Have you taken time to really be in your body, to let it tell you what is the next first step? What is your beginning this January? What makes sense in your body, in your mind? Your mind might have an idea, but is it in line with your body? So today's practice for Movement Monday is to explore ways of beginning from a pause. So before you begin, we need to pause. We need to find a base, find that ground, find that rooted space, and make sure we nurture that. Make sure we allow that to happen. We can't go from an unstable and steady place. We're gonna be like lost or not really sure what direction we should go in. We're gonna have all these ideas coming at us and be like, yeah, these are what I wanna do. But if you don't recognize where you're starting from, you might think, I need to do all this, and it's way over there. You can't, how do we get there? We need to recognize where we're at. Where's our starting place, right? So I want you to maybe stand up to find a pause. You can sit down, you can lie down, right? So wherever you're at, just allow yourself to breathe. And even practice the pause in between your breath. So as you breathe in, give yourself a moment before we exhale. And then see if you can stay in that exhale for a moment before you inhale. Your body will guide you. Don't count, don't try to make it be a certain rhythm that you're forcing. Just notice. Be curious how your body's breathing right now. And be curious, the pause might be easier in one versus the other space. It might be easier to pause after your inhale, before your exhale. Or you might not like that space after your exhale. That might be a hard place to pause. It might feel like you need that breath, so you rush into the breathing. Be curious and just expand. Let yourself begin with breath, all right? just gonna stay in the stillness, stay in the pause until you have an impulse or something that you notice. Right now I'm noticing that I have a little energy in my hips and it's coming up my spine a little bit. So I'm just gonna explore that. I'm gonna be open to the possibility of, excuse me, of how this movement feels and how does that guide me to another movement. I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna make a plan right now. I'm gonna just let my body guide me. After the movement is when we can notice what our body informed us of, how it felt. Did it feel natural? Did it feel like we're lost? Did it feel whatever came, whatever meaning our mind wants to give it, we can do that. But for now, we're just gonna let ourselves explore what movements come. And I want your body to talk to your mind, and I want your mind to talk to your body about beginning. Using that word, using that focus. How do you begin? How do you let your body begin? Not your mind. Your mind is gonna trust the body. It's gonna say, okay, body, show me where to begin. Show me what feels right. I'm not gonna plan, I'm not gonna think. I'm just gonna let the movement take me to what makes the most sense. And as I'm exploring, I'm noticing I'm coming into this forward and backward plane. Noticing that for me, beginning started here in the ground in circles. I started doing a little wiggle up my spine, then I started going side to side, and now I'm starting to move forward. So there's a progression in my body. I didn't just start to go forward. I started by paying attention. And I'd love for you to notice that too. What direction does your body gravitate towards? What makes sense? Before you go forward, where does your body need to be? We want to feel where it's at. So some movements help us to engage and notice where you're at. And then some movements help to shift us, right? So start where you're at and then find a movement that helps you build, helps you move out of the space that you started at. It might be a big move, it might be small. There's really no right and wrong. This is all just being curious rather than judgmental on how your body is patterned. And right now, your body is not going to be patterned how my body is. So the way that you might move into space is different than what I'm doing. It might be to start at the top of your head and work your way down. It might be that you start at your feet and work your way up. Maybe you don't even get very far. You just really want to feel the ground and feel your weight and feel the connection there. And that might be your message. It might be that it feels really good to just be here and you don't spend time being here. You don't spend time allowing yourself to notice where you're at. And that's really the message for today's practice, is to let yourself be where you're at. Let that be the beginning for you. We begin from a place of presence. We can't begin just with all the ideas and all the things. That's great, but we won't have action. We won't have those goals being met if we just stay up in our head, if we don't let the body embody those and take action. And our body has so much information that it sends up to our brain every day. 80% of the nerve endings are body to brain. bottom up. So why don't we embrace that biology and learn to really support that and learn to start in our body, begin in the body. If you want to meet goals, if you want to make changes this year, that is the message. You want to begin in your body and find ways to make those shifts. And if this makes sense to you, please reach out. It is a new year and beginning is much easier with support. So I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to have you here in person in Westchester in our studio. We have a January special going on. Go to our website and you will learn all about it. We have classes each week that help you to begin, to help you find safety in your nervous system, to help you get out of stress and just learn to play and come alive and be in your body and move. And as a board certified dance movement therapist, I work one-on-one as well with clients in a psychotherapy session using movement in the body to help you with your anxiety, with your trauma, with your movement patterns that are feeling stuck because your cognitive patterns are stuck. Let's shift that. Let's start in the body and move to get you to that space of joy and feeling that you can be living your life, this 2026, how you want to live it. So I'd love to connect. Find the links in the bio and description and follow me for every Monday, a Movement Monday here on YouTube, and I will see you next Monday.